Hey, all you drunks out there. I'm Axel. This is DB.
What's up?
We're coming to you from the VIP Lounge in Sonny's Pub in Southwest Florida with another episode of Beer or Bust, the show where we drink a six-pack of beer and rate it in 5 different categories for you to determine if this is a beer you should drink or a bust you should avoid. What do you got for us today, DB?
We have Blue Point Lager.
Toasted.
Today's beer is Blue Point Lager.
Blue Point Toasted Lager.
Where do you see toasted at?
Blue Point Toasted Lager. The beer's called Blue Point Toasted Lager today.
Blue Point Toasted Lager.
So tell us a little bit about today's beer.
Today's beer is an American style amber. It's from Portugal, New York.
What?
The
It's
Baldwin
from where?
family is involved.
Did you say Portugal, New York?
Sorry. It's from Patachugi, New York.
How to what?
It says Patachugi.
I'm certain you're not pronouncing that right, but I don't know enough about it to argue it, so I'll just let it go.
Baldwinsville, New York. It's a possibility that Baldwins are involved.
All right. Without any further ado, Blue Point Toasted Lager. Let's see how this goes down. That's interesting. It's salty
Salty.
in a good way.
Not bad. Feel like I'm on a boat.
Yeah, it's a lot like being on a cruise ship, and you get that saltwater air and the mist on the lip of the glass. You get that salty taste in your mouth. Yeah, this is nice. So as you guys have gotten used to, first thing we talk about is the label. This is a pretty interesting one. It's out at sea. Got a buoy. Got a lighthouse. I don't know, what does it remind you of?
Jaws. Reminds me of Jaws.
First thing I thought of when I saw it too. Looks like something straight out of, what was the name of that island?
Blue Point?
No, I think you're just reading the label.
Blue Point Lager, where they filmed Jaws.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm usually good on movies and stuff, but I'm drawing a blank right now. Post in the comments where Jaws took place. What was the name of the city from Jaws? Do you know who the real monster was in that movie? Alcoholism.
Exactly. Back to the label.
But yeah, it's an interesting artwork. You know, it's seafaring. Makes you feel like you're on a boat. You know, also notice there you got the map in the background. It gives us some longitude and latitude. Now, I don't know anything about longitude and latitude and how to figure it out. I think it's time we kick it on over to the science bitch.
Lines of latitude are horizontal lines that stretch from east to west across the globe. The longest line, the equator, is represented as 0 degrees latitude. Each line moving north is represented as 1 degree north or 1 degree, with the North Pole at 90 degrees. The same is true moving south of the equator. Each line is represented as 1 degree south or negative 1 degrees, with the South Pole at negative 90 degrees. Lines of longitude are vertical lines stretching from the North Pole to the South Pole. The main line of longitude is called the prime meridian. Various nations would chart their own maps according to a prime meridian of their own choosing, one of which was the Greenwich Royal Observatory in London, England, established in 1851. By 1884, over 2/3 of all ships used the Greenwich Meridian in their maps and charts, and in October of that year, U.S. President Chester A. Arthur, along with 41 delegates from 25 nations, voted to make Greenwich the official prime meridian. Each line west of the prime meridian is represented as 1 degree west or 1 degree, and each line moving east is represented as 1 degree east or negative 1 degrees, with west and east meeting at 180 degrees. In between each degree of latitude and longitude, there are smaller units of measurement represented as a decimal or as minutes and seconds. You can easily convert from decimals to minutes and seconds by multiplying the decimal portion by 60 minutes. Then, if that product also has a decimal, multiply it by 60 seconds as well. For example, the coordinates on your label are 40.77 degrees latitude, negative 73.22 degrees longitude. So you would start by taking 0.77 and multiplying it by 60, as 60 minutes equals 1 degree. 60 times 0.77 equals 46.2. Then we take 0.2 and multiply that by 60 seconds, as in 60 seconds equals 1 minute. 60 times 0.2 equals 12. So, this would take 40.77 degrees latitude and convert it to 40 degrees, 46 minutes, 12 seconds latitude north. The same can be done for longitude. Negative 73.22 degrees longitude. 0.22 times 60 equals 13.2. 0.2 times 60 equals 12. Negative 73 degrees, 13 minutes, 12 seconds east. This converts 40.77 degrees latitude, negative 73.22 degrees longitude into north, 40 degrees, 46 minutes, 12 seconds east, 73 degrees, 13 minutes, 12 seconds. I'm the science bitch saying so longitude, see you latitude.
Thanks, science bitch.
Thanks, science bitch. I didn't think to do that on a map. What we need to find out is where Blue Point is. Probably that damn fucking lighthouse. You know what's funny?
It might be, the coordinates of that lighthouse.
No.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I got a better one. It's probably the coordinates of the buoy. Because that looks like a buoy. Doesn't that match?
Oh yeah, maybe that's not even a lighthouse.
It's not a
They're pulling one
lighthouse.
over. There's no fucking lighthouse on here. It's a bullshit label.
There's a longitude and latitude
For a
to a
buoy.
buoy out in the water in New York.
So, what do you think, DB? How would you rate the label?
Great color pattern. You see all the blues all touching each other. It looks nice. Little cream going on there. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about the color. If I put a shark's fin on this, absolutely reminds me of Jaws. That's all I really need to do. I would give it a 4.
Well, yeah, like DB said, there is a lot of nice blue in there and everything, but I like the offset with the red, like the buoy and the toasted in the middle there.
It's no red.
Really makes it pop. I agree. Yeah, 4 out of 5 on the label. So you may hear the sirens in the background. As we mentioned before, our bar is in a bad neighborhood, but you know what? That's how you get a good price on the land and the building and everything.
Yes, and that's how we get you cheap beer.
Yep. We pass that savings on right to you. Just make sure you lock your cars. You can pick this up at the store for the low price of $9.99 a six-pack.
Or just stop on by.
You can get them here at Sonny's Pub for $9.99 a beer.
The foam's hard for me to drink. I think it helps the plants. If you have foam, you could just dump it in the plant. I didn't realize it.
No, I was born with a penis. I drink the foam. All right, so that's the first beer down. Let's crack into the seconds here. A little saltier.
Not bad.
I kind of like the first one better than the second one. That's the thing with beer sometimes, first one tastes good, and then all of a sudden the second one's like a little bit heavier.
It's kind of that
heavier.
It's kind of that 6-pack your friend decided to bring to the beer because it was the cheapest one on sale.
You said every word in that sentence out of order.
Talking about the taste of the beer. So what do you think, Axel?
I don't know, man. First one I kind of liked. It was good. It was salty. It was strong. Second beer, it's a little too salty. I don't think I can drink too many more of these.
Yeah, I think 3 is probably my limit, only because it fills me up.
So you don't like when the Blue Point Toasted Lager fills you up?
I don't know if I like when the Blue Point Lager fills me up.
The first one I would have rated pretty high. Cracking into the second one though, I gotta rate it lower. I imagine the third one's gonna be even rougher. So yeah, I'm gonna say a 2 on this.
So I'm gonna give the beer. Let me just go ahead one more time. I don't want to discredit them, even though I am a little. I don't want to give it too bad of a rating, only because I guarantee we're going to try something that I'm literally going to be like, I might refuse to drink. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a 3. Low 3. So mine would be actually a 2.5. So probably combined, we got about a partial 5.
No, that's not how that works. You don't add them. You add them and then you divide them. And then
I got it. So combined, we're a 3.
Your math is way off.
So combined is a 2.5.
Why is the wild card trying to do math?
So combined is a 1.5.
No, that's no. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. All right. Well, as we're finishing up these second beers, DB, why don't you take the last ones, throw them on ice, get them cool for us, and we'll come back with the chuggability challenge. Is he gonna axe murder me? Fuck is all that about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so
Alcohol percentage is 5.5. Not strong. Let's just say decent. I only drank 3. You will absolutely get ripped if you drink 6 of these beers.
you done with the second one?
Almost.
Okay.
Are we jumping right into the chuggability
Hey,
really quick?
I'm done with mine. I'm waiting on you.
All right.
you're doing a chuggability and a half.
Just get it. Opening the throat up to take the next one.
Gotta relax that gag reflex.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Always remember to feed your plants beer because for some reason they like it.
I'm gonna get my pump on. Oh, yeah!
Are you getting your pump on?
I got my pump on.
While he was getting his pump on, I collected some alley nuts for us to eat later for protein.
I'm not eating the goddamn alley nuts.
The squirrels eat the nuts, so I don't see what the
I'll
fucking
eat the
problem with
squirrel
the nuts
before
is.
I'll eat the goddamn alley nut. Okay, let's crack into these third beers. You missed. I'm not looking forward to this one, guys. I'll be honest with you. DB,
Axel,
suck my dick.
fuck off.
Oh god. I finished it, but I wish I didn't. Oh. I think I got it all down because I got my pump on.
And let the record show that Axel works his glamour muscles out and not his core.
I work my glutes. That's part of your core.
How did you do that?
I don't
Did you
know.
really drink all of that?
Yeah, that's it, dude. Look at
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Oh, I guess I didn't drink that
That's
much. My bad.
It's alright. I've seen this before. This was done on a walkthrough that you can watch on YouTube in an entirely other video. 2030, a walk through Disney World with DB and Brian Sr. Final thoughts.
Yeah, personally, I think I do like it overall. I know I didn't rate it very high on the flavor, but I did like the first beer. I was able to chug the third
He
one all
chugged
the
the
way down.
entire fucking thing down.
Yeah, no, overall I think I like it a lot. It's got a cool label on it. It's got a cool flavor to it. I think it would be a good accompaniment at dinner with, like I said, like a seafood dinner or something like that.
I would drink it with a steak and potatoes for some reason. I'm gonna steak. Maybe possibility of, good old sea barnacles. You could always scrape those off the side of the boat and throw them in some soup.
You don't eat barnacles.
We've always eaten barnacles.
We
I
have
put them in
never-
all the soup.
I have never. I don't eat that soup.
I put them in all the
I
soup.
give mine to
that we
Brian
make.
Jr. You've been putting barnacles in there for real?
Yeah. Barnacles and the little crabs they have in the sewage plant.
I suppose if you are going to eat barnacles, this would be a good beer to wash it down with. It's got a nice salty flavor to it. Gives you a good bite. Overall, I would say that this is definitely a beer to drink.
I would say it's a beer to drink also. It's not bad. It's a 6-pack will definitely get you messed up. Join us next week where we'll be drinking Sweetwater going postal.
Until then, from Sonny's Pub, the VIP Lounge, I'm Axel, and this is DB, and this has been Beer or Bust.
Beer or bust. You guys have a good one.